All right, let's dive into something that could completely shake up how we build things online. It's called vibe coding, and it's all about taking an idea straight from your head and turning it into reality without you having to write a single line of code.
You know that feeling, right? You get this incredible spark, this amazing idea for an app or a website. It's perfectly clear in your mind. And then, bam, reality hits. The technical part just feels like this huge wall you can't climb. It's super frustrating, and honestly, it happens to almost everyone.
And this problem, it's so common, it actually has a name. We can call it the idea to code gap. Think of it as this giant canyon where countless amazing ideas just get stuck. They fall in because the person with the vision isn't the one who can actually build it. And here's why that gap is so wide. On one hand, your idea is all about a feeling, a flow, it's visual, it's full of what ifs. But then you look at traditional code, and it's just so rigid and complicated. One misplaced comma and the whole thing breaks. Your incredible vision suddenly gets squished down into these weird lines of text that look totally alien. Yeah, that's it, exactly. It's like trying to describe a beautiful sunset using only numbers. All the important stuff, the nuance, the vibe, it just gets lost in translation. It's no wonder so many people just throw their hands up and quit. But what if there was a translator? Okay, this is where it gets really, really cool. Enter vibe coding. This is the breakthrough we've been waiting for. It's that missing translator, the bridge that finally gets us across that frustrating gap. So, what is it?
Honestly, vibe coding is pretty much what it sounds like. You just use your own words, plain English, to describe what you want to create. You can talk about the mood, the style, how you want people to use it, and then an AI takes all of that and actually writes the working code for you.
I love this analogy because it's perfect. Think about it. You don't need to know all the fancy cooking techniques. You just need to know you want a meal that's cozy, a little spicy, and looks amazing. You describe the vibe of the food, and the expert, in this case the AI, handles all the technical stuff in the kitchen.
So you might be wondering, okay, that sounds great, but how does it actually work? Well, the best part is it's way more like just having a chat than you think. The whole process is really just a simple conversation.
So it's basically this creative back and forth. You start by just saying what you want, something like, hey, I'm thinking of a clean, simple homepage for a blog with a big photo at the top and my 3 latest posts right under it. The AI gets that vibe and generates the code. But, and this is the magic part, it's not one and done. You look at what it made and you can say, can we make those headlines a little bigger? And it just refines it for you right there. It feels like a real partnership. And what this does is totally change your role in the process. With old school coding, you're the builder. You're down in the dirt, laying every single brick, worrying about every little piece of syntax. But with vibe coding, you get to be the architect. You're up high, looking at the big picture, focusing on the grand vision and how people will experience it. You get to direct the project instead of getting lost in the weeds.
And the ripple effects of that shift are, well, they're massive. This isn't just some new tool. It's like handing a new creative superpower to millions of designers, entrepreneurs, and thinkers who have been locked out of actually building their own ideas until now.
I mean, the benefits here are just huge. First off, the speed is incredible. You can go from a thought to a working prototype in minutes, not weeks or months. That giant technical barrier we talked about, it pretty much just vanishes. And that means a whole new wave of people, artists, marketers, small business owners, can finally build things for themselves. But, the most important thing here is that it unlocks true creative freedom. And really, that's the bottom line. This is all about freeing your ideas from the technical jail they've been in. Your ability to create is no longer limited by the code you know, but only by the things you can dream up. Which brings us to the biggest question of all, really. With a tool this powerful, what will you create? As a creator, a dreamer, an entrepreneur, the future is literally yours to describe into existence. So just think about that for a second. That project you've had on the back burner forever, that app idea you thought was way too complicated, if the only thing standing in your way was gone, what would you build first? That's the powerful, exciting future that vibe coding is starting to unlock for every single one of us.